Oh god, it's been too long. Have I not told you about the hornet story and the guy? We'll start from the beginning. There were bugs in my goddamn walls. There were bugs in my walls. I could hear them eating away at the walls. Disgusting. So I went outside once and saw, I went outside this one time and I noticed that there were like just a lot of wasps around. And I'm saying hornets, but it was wasps, by the way. I'm going to swap to wasps because I thought it was hornets. It was wasps. There's too many of these in one place. Like usually you don't see like 5 or 10 wasps all in, like there's a nest somewhere. And in my mind, it's in like a tree that's around the house. No. Started noticing them going into a little air vent that I had. And then, when we went inside, a friend of mine, Hitch, went, hey, that noise in the wall, like, where does that, like, line up to on the outside of the house? Right next to that vent. The noise in the wall was the wasps eating away at the inside of my walls, laying babies and making a nest. And that's what I'm sleeping next to. Awful. So, as we're walking around, I go, oh fuck, they're also there and there. There's at least 3 nests I know about. At this point, I look around, I call exterminator. Before I spotted all the other nests, I went, hey, there's definitely like wasps or hornets just somewhere. There's a nest. Come fucking get them immediately. 2 days later, a guy shows up. I've called them about 1 nest. Turns out there's 5. There's 5 fucking nests. The guy that shows up is the main part of this story. Because the dude, I won't say his name. I'm gonna show you what he did. Steve the Wasp Guy. Well, let's go with Steve. We'll say Steve. Steve the Wasp Guy shows up, and he very quickly, we get to talking. I point out where the things are, and I say, all right, there's maybe a bit more than 1 nest. And then he sort of starts something outside of the house. I notice he doesn't have any, like, PPE equipment. Like, he's not got a big mask. He's not dressed like a beekeeper or anything. He's just a dude in a hoodie. It's a, like, tech jacket-looking hoodie, but he's just a dude in a hoodie. And he's got... The way that you do poison for wasps is it's just this big jug of powder, right? This big, like... Think like, at work, the water jug thing, right? That, but filled with powder that is poison. So, you pump that up, the air spurs out, the air fucking flies out, and so does some of the dust with it. And that's how you put poison everywhere. You poke that into the hole that they're in, do that, they fucking die. They freak out. He starts going around the house. I'm noticing he doesn't have a mask on, doesn't have a face mask or anything. He's spraying this stuff in. Wasps come flooding out of my house, and he just goes like this. Every time he does it, because he doesn't have a mask. He's breathing in poison air. He doesn't have there's dust, clouds of dust in the air of just straight up poison, and wasps angrily flying about. And he's just going, like, pressed his face up against the wall. So he doesn't have to the wasps don't get him. They're just fucking buzzing around him. And he sort of goes, and he's up, by the way, he's up 2 stories. He's on a ladder. Like, if he falls, he's dead. Like, or no, not really. He's like, there's a little floor underneath him. But like, if he falls, he's gonna get hurt. He says that his English isn't great, right? I give him a face mask, just a regular like cloth mask, just so he has something, just anything. If I had like a balaclava, I'd have given him that. I give him this. He accepts and he uses them. His face is covered in poison, like white dust just everywhere on his face. I feel so bad. I feel awful. Because, what? This place is rated super well, by the way, this exterminator place. Anyway, and that was like the first 2 that he did with that. Afterwards, Steve sort of, ordering is kind of weird here, but like Steve notes to me that he's only been in the country for about 2 years at this point, right? And he's been working at this job as an exterminator for less than 2 months. And where he's from... he just said, like, well, where I'm from, they're usually in the trees, and you've got to do all this, like, you just got to throw some shit at them, or you got to climb up the tree without, like, because I'm asking him, like, why don't you have a mask on? You climb up the tree, you poison him, you fuck off from that tree. That's his experience up to this point, right? Steve's fucking hardcore, I guess. Because the wasp nests are indoors and everything, I go and check, because I'm not going to be outside while there's swarming wasps, angry-ass motherfuckers for like 30 minutes before they die, and poison everywhere in the air. I, go around and I go like, I still hear that fucking noise in the wall. Like, I don't think that we really got that nest. They're not really, the noise hasn't changed, they're not freaking out or anything. I say like, hey, they're still there, like, on that other one that we already did. Like, is that normal? Like, do we need to? And he goes, okay, got it. Let's, show me around. I'll do it. Again, another little fee. I'll, like, poke my head up into the loft, give a little bit of poison spray, see what happens. While he's inside my house, this is still around, like, the first 30 minutes of him being here, by the way. While he's inside my house, he starts to make little comments about how pretty I am, and I am dressed in... I'm in joggers and a baggy shirt. I'm pretty much dressed how I am now. I'm not in makeup. I'm wearing a baseball cap because I don't like the Hornets and I didn't want and it was windy. So he starts making a lot of comments about, like, you're so pretty. Like, you're so pretty, ma'am. And he calls me darling a lot. And I'm just sort of like, thank you. That's really nice. It's like, oh, it's such a and he keeps making little comments like that as we're walking around the house. Like, it's just such a beautiful, like, like, I'm like, do you live here alone? Like, is this your what do you do for work? He sees the cameras everywhere. He says, like, you're a photographer? And I say, like, yeah, I do some photography. What do you take photos of? Area, me, And he's like, oh, good, you beautiful young lady. And I'm just kind of laughing stuff off. I'm just sort of going, I'm just like, yeah, that's how it is. Anyway, so there's this thing up there. That's how I'm sort of every single time. He's mentioned this a lot. I promise I'm not overplaying it. And then as we're, like, going downstairs, as he's about to go do the, like, grab his shit to bring inside, he stops me on the stairs. My stairs are very narrow. And, but he stops on the stairs and he turns around to me and he's looking up at me because he's shorter than me, by the way. So hilarious. And he says, darling, and then he stops himself. He goes, darling, you're such a beautiful, not woman, but darling, beautiful, like, exactly like that. And I go, thank you. And the next thing out of his mouth was, oh my god, fucking hell, this is an awful thing. But, so he goes, I want to kiss you so bad right now. What? Buddy, you're here to kill wasps. You're 5'4", 5'6" at best. And God, you're covered in poison. I want to kiss you so bad while he has literal poison on his mouth. My thing with that was, like, I stayed silent. Or I didn't really make a noise at all this time. I didn't laugh. I just kind of, like, I went to move past him. He got the message. I like, sort of, past him. Like, tapped him on the shoulder and went, like, yeah. Just that. And he half apologized, not really. He just kind of went, like, guy, and that was it. And then he carried on. But he never stopped making those, like, you're very beautiful, you're very pretty comments around this entire thing. Maybe he was high on fumes. No, this was beginning to end. I'm just telling the story a bit more concisely, or I'm trying to. This was sort of the first vibe when we were meeting. He goes to get his poison from outside to go spray it in the loft. And one of these things are in, one of the loft access points are in my bathroom. And now I can bring on a video. Steve pokes his head into the bathroom, starts spraying stuff down, and I've taken this video after the whole ordeal is over and he has left, although there is more. This is my bathroom. If you notice, every surface, every single bit of this dust is poison for anything. There's my toothbrush. This doesn't even come across in the video, but every surface in my bathroom, you can kind of see it, like, with the white on the including this cloth little stool thing, every surface of every object in this bathroom is now coated in poison dust. I spent 3 hours cleaning up because of the poison. I spent 3 hours taking every object you can't even see on my shelves here. Like, there's little shelves that keep going up. It's on everything. Like, there's also the outside of the bathroom, which is, the door is open, by the way, from this video, is carpet. I had to, like, clean the carpet and everything, like, to get the poison out. And there's more. See this, like, kind of the water's slightly murky, or like it's a bit milky, it's lighter. It looks like there's dust in the water. Poison. Another thing with Steve was, as he was talking about, I asked him while he was doing this, because I noticed, like, while he was doing this, I noted that, like, I saw some poison that was, like, dust, like, falling out of the attic, and I went, like, I should ask about this. Hey, Steve, what's the, like, so the poison, is it, like, just, like, it's specifically, like, wasp poison? Like, like nothing else is gonna get hurt by it. Is it just like, does it just kill wasps or does it kill other bugs? He explains that this poison is used everywhere. No. It kills a bunch of bugs, wasps, bees, flies, ants, like rats, mice, maybe small cats. For humans, fine. For humans, humans completely fine, completely safe. Just hospital. What? That doesn't mean it's safe. What do you mean? And oh my god. Oh god, let me pull up the next one, chat. So this was the other thing. Because he was walking about the house, it's on everything he touched. Every door handle, everything in my home is just coated in just hospital poison. My entire day was spent cleaning every surface of anywhere he was. Oh my god, there's more. So do you remember how I said that he was like, just pay me in cash for the extra work? I don't have cash in my house. Because why would I do that? So when he asks for cash, I go, like, I'll figure out something. There's people that I know that are around that I could probably go grab to. I don't say this, but I say, like, I don't have cash in the house. I can probably get someone to quickly bring it here. And he goes, okay, cool. He goes back with his job. And when he brings it back up again, I think it was like £200 that he'd want to do it, right? And I say, like, again, I don't have cash in the house. I'll figure it out, though. And he goes, oh, no problem. We can go. I'll take you to I've got my car outside. I'll take you to a cash point. I'm not going to a second location. I'm not getting in your car. I'm not leaving my house to get in your car to go get cash. No. That is sus as fuck. So, obviously, I react very nicely because this is a man that has poison all over him and was completely fine just asking to kiss me right there, right now. And, I call Hitch, God bless the guy, and I go, hey, are you free? Like right now? And he goes, yeah, why? He's like, I need you to go, I need you to go get cash and like just pull out like as much as you can pull out from an ATM and just bring it over here like now. And he goes, on it, man. And he does. He Ubers over here within like 30 minutes. I now have cash and a second person. So I'm fine. Hitch, I don't have time to explain the situation going on to Hitch. So Hitch leaves. I'm now alone again. A lot of stuff I'm not going really in chronological order here, but I haven't quite, at this point to me, I haven't quite grasped the situation. Not all of the events have unfolded yet. So Hitch does amazing. He helps. He does great. He's obviously got other stuff going on. He goes back. He took time out of his day to do it. Thank you. I end up paying the guy in cash. He says, like, can you send me some of the videos you took? Because he was there while I was taking the videos because I was annoyed. And I go, okay, all right, Steve, I'll add you on WhatsApp. So I got him on WhatsApp and I send him the videos. I mute them, by the way. I send him the same videos that I've been taking of him doing the work badly because he wants to use them for like a portfolio. These are not videos you can use for advertising like your business venture. This is like him being incredibly unsafe. So you gave him your number? Yes, I did. Another awful decision of mine. So I end up sending the videos to him. I mute the videos before I send them. I resave the videos muted, send them to him. He says thanks. He's called me twice, by the way. He's called me twice. I don't know what about. I didn't pick up. The company that he worked for, when I gave them a call, I didn't talk shit because this guy has been in the country for 2 years and he has a family and he's only had this job for a couple months. I don't want to fuck up his life because he's maybe a little creepy. Maybe that was a bad decision that I should have alerted them so he doesn't do it to different people. But he didn't do anything bad, and I don't think he was bad intentioned, or I don't think he was ill intentioned. I just think that he was a little creepy to me personally, right? Maybe a little creepy. Do you realize you're in danger? He never tried anything. He clearly like picked up that I was not down, and then stopped like 3/4 of the way through. He tried to cheat on his wife. Oh my god, he did. Anyway, didn't think about that. So when I do call them, the only note that you didn't realize that? No. The only note, I didn't check. What do you mean I'm a home wrecker? I didn't do anything. He came onto me. I didn't do anything. Oh god. Anyway, I call to the company and I just say like, hey, that guy really needs like PPE equipment. Do you not give those out? And he said like, oh no, we should have done that. I went, well, he didn't have any. I gave him a mask, and he said, okay, I'll look into it. And that was the end of it. I was fine. I didn't get sick. He called me twice, so he's clearly still alive. He might have called from hospital. Hey, babe, please, babe, I need you to get me. And yeah, babe, the poison. I was lying. It is not safe for humans.
So Steve came to your house, harassed you, put your health in danger, failed to finish the job, asked for an under-the-table transaction, tried to cheat on his wife with you, asked you for your number.
Maybe I should have told the company. Also, I took a selfie because like I was like while this was going on, I was texting like a group chat saying like, what the fuck? I went like, this guy is harassing me quite a lot, and they go, well, what are you wearing? Not very what's the word? Not super progressive, guys. If you were Steve, chat, would you harass this? Is this like, I cannot wait to kiss you right now? I'm fucking oozing sex appeal right here. Yeah. What? My dude Steve would risk it all for this fit.